I bet you can't tell me something that makes me happy and sad at the same time. You have the biggest meat out of all your friends. Nice. Oh. Hey, you're not very tall. To be honest, why include it in your bio? I'm writer because it's like the first thing people ask, so save them the time. Oh well, you aren't tall enough for me, sorry. Jesus ducking Christ, you aren't hot enough to have this shit of a personality. When you said I was pretty, you hesitated for a second. Why? I paused for a second to appreciate your beauty. A draft of the fellowship was rejected by Tolkien's editor, who cited the reason being that the plural for dwarf was dwarfs, not dwarves according to the Oxford English Dictionary. Dwarves was not a word that existed. Tolkien responded, very accurately I wrote the Oxford English Dictionary. Don't correct me. Hey, are you a cigarette? Let me guess. Because I'm smoking? Or because I'm a life-threatening object that's been normalized by society? Nah, 'cause I want to get you lit and put your butt in my mouth. Please roast me. Girl, you look roasted enough. Amazing. Roast me back. What did the 2 say to the 9? Please roast me, ha ha ha. You are not a Christian. Sorry, cussing in your reaction? Give me a break. Okay, so good Christians spend Easter telling others that they aren't welcome in their religion. Thanks for the lesson. Chrissy Teigen's sober New Year's Eve was lit. Wow. 4 weeks sober, I'm 5 years sober, but I'm not advertising it. You just did. In your attempt to discredit her sobriety, you literally just advertised yours. Can you imagine today's youth storming the beaches of Normandy? I can't imagine today's boomers doing it. All you all do is buy commemorative Trump teddy bears and post how to open PDF as a Facebook status. Ever hear of the Vietnam War? No, who won? Yo, why do 10-year-olds have iPhones these days? You wouldn't have a job if they didn't. A blessing and a gift during such uncertain times. Hilaria Baldwin reveals she and Alec are expecting their 7th child together. Well, I guess he's still not checking for blanks. This website is for whites only. It's mum, not mum. It's chips, not crisps. It's fries, not chips. It's color, not color. It's soccer, not football. It's football, not rugby. It's school, not shooting range. You walk into your English class, and this your teacher what you do? Take the class like everybody else, this isn't Riverdale. DNA test isn't that cheap. Just saying. Still cheaper than raising my wife's boss's kids. Is the fall of Rome comparable to the current situation in the United States? No, Rome had good roads. The Earth is 4,000 years old. Change my mind. The half-life of uranium-238 is 4.5 billion years. It decays into radium-226, which in turn decays into radon-222. Radon-222 becomes polonium-210, which finally decays into a stable nuclide, lead. The existence of lead as an element disproves the 4,000-year-old myth. You all ever had to mute a bitch 'cause she looked too good? Can you see my tweet slow? Very clearly. Selena Gomez shares new selfie posts on Instagram. At one point, she was the most beautiful woman in the world. What changed? She turned 15 and you lost interest. I'm proud to be an American because at least I know I'm free. Europeans guess I'm enslaved then. 1 second, I'm going to go check if the moon has any other flags on it. Call me when your moon flag pays your hospital bills. My daughter was wearing a flannel hoodie, so I said, hey, the 90s called, and she replied, yeah, 'cause they couldn't text, and god damn it, I'm getting really tired of my kids owning me. Need a man who never looked at other women. National Society of the Blind and Partially Sighted. You millennial leftists who never lived one day under nuclear threat can now reflect upon your woke sky. You made quite a non-binary fuss to save the world from intercontinental ballistic tweets. We're not entirely sure what this tweet is supposed to mean, and we're literally the dictionary. There is no such thing as multitasking. Elaborate? Now he is busy with another task. Please wait for your turn. Right. Dinner, get a nice salmon fillet at the supermarket, not too big. Put some olive oil and lemon juice on it. Wrap it in damp paper towels. Nuke it in the microwave for 3 minutes or so. Eat it. Maybe add a salad. This may be the shortest horror story you've ever written. I've never met a girl who supports abortion who hasn't had an abortion. Big Cope. I've never met a man who had an abortion, so I'm trying to figure out why you all got so much to say. Your opinions are biased by personal beliefs. That's literally the definition of an opinion. In his latest video, Mr. Beast gave 20,000 kids in South Africa their first pair of shoes. He could have done a bit more. Shoes aren't worth much. What? Should he have given them signed Air Jordan ones? So I'm pumping gas and all I hear is "God damn," then another man says, "Yeah man, I said the same thing." And I'm acting like I don't hear neither one. Gas $4 a gallon and you think they were talking about you. Having a vibrator die on you while you're masturbating is like having Shreks with a man. Yup, even a machine gets tired of you just lying there. Repeat after me, men are stupid. I agree. I mean, your father could have used a condom, but here you are. Breaking an 11-year-old Ukrainian boy is hailed as a real hero after trekking 700 miles to safety in Slovakia with only a plastic bag, passport, and telephone number written on his hand. He won everybody's hearts with his smile and courage. They put kids in cages for this in the United States. Had dinner with a dude who didn't compliment me once. I thought that was really weird. I haven't spoken to him since. Maybe he didn't see anything to compliment. Say something positive about gay people. Not only do they leave more girls for us, they take another dude with them. Let me just clear something up for my men out there. Having a big dick is not that much of a good thing. So you're saying my 5-foot super magnum mega penis isn't good? My man, I think that's your conjoined twin. I think it is time you go to church. No thanks. When I want to spend 10% of my money to be lied to so I feel good, I'll go to a strip club. They have less rules, the touching is consensual, the music is way better, and the servings of wine are much bigger. Overall, it's just a much better value. This is how it feels to be a white conservative woman. Perfect analogy. Because that's not a real target and you've put it there yourself. It's not a micrometer. Yeah, if we wanted that, we'd just tattoo your dick. Micrometers are used to measure with accuracy, not small things. I wish my dick was consistent, but it varies greatly based off if your mum has a bag over her head or not. If you are not an eyewitness, you are a false witness, Exodus 20:16. If you didn't see it, you shouldn't be gossiping about it. That eliminates the Gospels themselves. Thanks. Guys is a non-gendered pronoun. Okay, how many guys have you slept with? None, but the great thing about context is when a bird shits on your car, you can call it bullshit. Any questions? Why is it called a blowjob when they suck? Obviously you never had a good one. Ask your mum. We got about half a zucchini of snow overnight. Americans will measure with absolutely anything, except the metric system. Not my quote, but it fits. Assuming OP is a yank. Do men still open car doors? How do you think we get inside? Don't worry if your level grades aren't any good. I got a C and 2 us. And I'm sitting here deciding which of my Range Rovers to use today. I didn't do A-levels. I was expelled from school and turned to a life of crime. I too am deciding which of your Range Rovers to use today. Heteron has always been interesting to me. Why does it have a gender, but can't breed with its own species? You have a gender but can't breed with your own species either. If men are agreeing with you, you said something stupid. You are absolutely right. I'm confused how he's homeless but has a working cell phone. You're confused how a home costs more than a phone. Is this your first day on Earth? Hi, it's Nancy from Active America. Can we count on you to vote early in person or return your mail ballot to the local clerk before April 5th? Can I count on my student loans being forgiven? I can't make that happen, but you can make some things happen if you vote. Seems like we're both going to be very disappointed. A child ripped up their allowance because he wasn't happy with the amount. His mum walked out of her room and saw this. What would you do if this was your child's behavior? Keep it and give him a piece of it anytime he asks for money, LMAO. It's only an unpaid internship if you don't steal enough office supplies. Stealing is wrong. You mean unpaid internships? I agree. Marry a guy who will email you when you block him. Fellas, marry a woman that doesn't play these kind of games. Looking for beautiful gender-neutral baby names. Riley, Christian, Ashley, Chandler, Reese. I wouldn't name it Christian. Okay, Karen. I'm not religious, but I believe Tim Curry is having a good time in the afterlife. I totally respect you're not religious, darling, as nor am I. If you could at least wait until I'm ducking dead, though, that'd be smashing. What is the best comeback that works against all insults? Bold words for a man in calm shot distance. You ducking Americans will use anything except the metric system. I need a white girl with a nose ring to tell me what planets are making me sad. I don't have a nose ring, but I'm pretty sure it's Earth. If we all just switch to cursive and stick shift cars, we could cripple an entire generation. I love how you all talk shit about a generation you raised like it's their fault and not yours. My uncle said he wouldn't discuss Trump with me unless I said one good thing he's done, so I said he's normalizing makeup for men, and it didn't go as I planned. What's stopping you from doing this with your partner? Common sense. Illegal to spike on a serve. People sigh when you walk into a room. I know, but at least they don't plug their nose. Growing up in the 50s and 60s, we did not become wusses. I mean, people in the 1960s America were such wusses that they couldn't share a bathroom or a drinking fountain with someone of a different skin color. I thought they were supposed to stay in shape. Are they just openly trying to fit the stereotypical body type of a racist now? 10 pounds of shit stuffed into a 9-pound bag is a shape. Dude can't commit to anything long-term. They should have got someone who was game to do multiple sequels as Eggman. He'd been making movies for over 40 years. That's more than 10 times the commitment your father had to your family. I find atheists confusing. It's like going to a restaurant and believing there's no cook in the back. It's like going to a restaurant and ordering food, but it doesn't come. And the waiter tells you to keep ordering because the cook will hear you and your order will come. But it's been hours and your food still hasn't shown up, and the waiter tells you you're not ordering hard enough, and also sometimes the waiter is inappropriate with kids. How do you all be over 27 with no kids? Seeing you all be 23 with 5 kids will do that to you. I'm completely done. Can someone please Photoshop out that disabled thing? Thanks. Done. What is the most disgusting thing your rich pals have done during the pandemic? We want to hear about surprising displays of wealth that you've personally seen that have made you lose the last remaining scraps of your pandemic patience. Probably that time you bought Huffington Post, laid off a few dozen staff, and completely shut down HuffPost Canada, which had unionized 2 weeks prior. I think that qualifies. A San Francisco billionaire is donating $30 million to the University of California, San Francisco, to research root causes of homelessness and potential solutions. Mirrors are $10 at Target. Kansas City Airport. Hell no. I will not fly into this airport. If I ever do, I will piss in the parking lot before I go in a bathroom. Wait till she hears how the bathrooms on the plane work. You've stated that you believe that there could be an infinite number of parallel universes. Does that mean there is a universe out there where I am smarter than you? Yes, and also a universe where you're funny. Tell me what's on your mind. Someone tell Johnny Downey Jr. he need to go put a shirt back on and finish Pirates of the Avengers 6. Infinity Pearls. If you think Miss Costa Rica is the most savage contestant in Miss U, then let me bring you back to 1969. Judge, is it true that you Filipinos use your hand when you eat? Miss Philippines Gloria Diaz. Why? Do you use your feet? The God that you serve is too wise to make a mistake and too loving to be unkind. Our source of light gives us cancer, dude. Woman feels discriminated by KFC over lack of meat-free options. I can completely sympathize. The other day I went to World of Carpet to buy a new telescope, but was astounded and disgusted at the complete lack of optical equipment. It's almost as if they'd purposely set out to satisfy the needs of carpet buyers but deliberately snubbed those who weren't utter madness. So I was dating this guy. Kinda rich, and he asked me out of the blue, would you date a struggling guy? And I said no due to some personal reasons, and he said, you know, to me, you are the struggling guy I haven't healed yet. Hello, my name is Amy. I would like to adopt a purebred German Shepherd from your rescue group. I saw that you have a few. I don't like mixed breeds for aesthetic reasons, so please don't recommend one. Yes, we do have tome purebred German Shepherds. They have also voiced a preference to have only with purebreds. They only want to live with Germans. For aesthetic reasons. What? If you could provide us with your ancestry documentation, we can go ahead and process your adoption paperwork. Friday night tanned and ready to party, have fun tweeps, XXX tan blonde, pink lips, XXX. You look like you just escaped a house fire. You wouldn't hit a lady, would you? The hammer of justice is Unishrex. PSA. Men don't get to decide what's Shrexist, so a particular group of people cannot have an opinion on something due to their gender. I am almost positive there is a term for this. I am in Home Depot where the hoe's at. Gardening section. Thank you. Chemotherapy is deadly, cancer is not. Antibiotics are deadly, bacteria are not. Statins are deadly, high cholesterol is not. Accutane is deadly, acne is not. Stop letting them kill you with their treatments. Conspiracy theorists are deadly, facts are not. I don't approve of tattoos, mainly it is written in the Christian Bible not to mark your body. I love you, Dwayne, but this is the only thing I do not approve of. It is your choice, of course. Loving the Rock. It also says no. To pierce your ears or get a divorce, but one click on your profile shows you obviously pick and choose which parts of the Bible fit your agenda. Vanilla Ice is having a 4th of July weekend concert in Texas despite Corona. Should be fine, we're still allowed to gather in groups up to 10. As a man, why are you even okay with ordering a fruity or mixed drink? Because fruit is tasty. If I wanted salty or bitter, I'd just have a conversation with you. Last book that made you cry. University Physics with Modern Physics 14th edition by Hugh D. Young, Roger A. Friedman. No doubt tears of joy. Getting a nose job so my future kids can be born with naturally small noses. Cutting of my ears so my kids are... Your death metal garbage sounds like music to sacrifice goats to. Glad you like it. It's truly awful. Can you turn it down, please? You missed the point. If I turn it down, you'll hear the goats screaming. You're just mad you got no bitches. Clearly I do if I have a bitch like you yapping at me. Bruh. Which fictional character would you totally bang? Your girlfriend? I don't know who needs to hear this, but I switched from buying coffee every day to making it at home 2 years ago, and I'm still not a millionaire. I have studied the habits of millionaires. While it is a good step to save money by making coffee at home, have you considered supplementing your income by committing massive fraud? If you're Irish and you complain about Britain erasing culture but can't even speak the language, don't know shit about Ireland before 1910, then just shut your cakehole, nobody cares. Them being Irish and not being able to speak the language, not knowing shit about Ireland before 1910, is a direct result of Britain erasing culture. You goddamn vitamin D deficient circus clown. If ya pussy fart during Shrek, say excuse me. How about you all apologize for filling us up with air instead of dick? Just saying. I went to hug a girl and she grabbed my hand and shook it. What are the most isolated places on earth known to man? Your bed, I'm guessing. Repeat after me. It's a guy's duty to pay the bill at the restaurant, that's why it's called menu. Or it's the responsibility of both parties, that's why it's called me-nu. This how August did it, and that's how we do it. In fact, if the Earth was 10 feet closer to the sun, we would all bum up, and if it was 10 feet further, we would freeze to death. God is amazing. Wow. That's crazy. I know. Amen. To anyone wondering, that's not true. 1. Earth's orbit is elliptical and the distance from the Sun varies from around 147 million kilometers to 152 million kilometers on any given year. 2. Every star has a habitable zone that is affected by the size of the star and its intensity. The Sun's habitable zone is about 0.95 EU to 1.37 EU, and AU is the Earth's average distance from the Sun. 93 million miles, so Earth's orbit could decrease by 4,500,000 miles or increase by 34 million miles and still be in the habitable zone. 3. If your claim was true, any moderately sized earthquake could take us out of the habitable zone. Sorry. Okay, that's cool and all, but don't ever comment on my status telling me that I am wrong ever again. I didn't ask you, did I? Answer: no. Isn't the reason why the container is so big is so you can toss them in the sauce? I've yet to see instructions saying I have to do so. Do you shit your pants because the toilet doesn't have an informational pamphlet? To all the 6 feet kings, have a good night, you all are handsome. To the rest, goo goo ga 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 bitch, hope your mum tucks you in. To all the women with C cups or bigger, I hope you have an amazing day. To the rest of you little boys, I hope you get ready for school. I have learned that white racists can't tell one Asian person from another. To them, every Asian is Chinese. When you say white, do you mean Slavic, Germanic, Caucasian, Latin, Turkic, Celtic, Scandinavian, or can't you tell? Little does Chick-fil-A know they just accepted gay money. And you accepted straight food. Good for you, congrats. Now about this rash on my balls. I'm afraid they'll have to be removed. Luckily, it's only a small operation. I'm a lesbian and I haven't even made out with a girl yet. So you're a woman who's attracted to women with no women attracted to you. Damn you really putting the L in LGBT. That's a lot of effort to announce that the bride and groom are siblings. People that walk fast are reported to be less happy. The faster you walk, the more unhappy you are. Damn right. I'm unhappy cause I'm trapped behind a slow walker. Now move. Your man has $50. You have $200. You all go out and the bill is $46.78. Who pays? The real question is, why am I dating a dude with only $50? Because the guys with money all go for hot ladies. Guys, what's stopping you from dressing like this 24/7? Batman. Grey sweatpants are for dudes with dick, not dudes with PPs. But if I say leggings are for bitches with ass, not bitches with long backs, I'm the bad guy. So, will you go out with me? I'm sorry, but I'm sapiosexual. Sapio what? What? I'm only attracted to intelligent people. That's okay. I can understand. We all crave for the things that we don't have. I took my 11-year-old daughter to get a drink at Starbucks. We watched an incredibly handsome construction worker walk across the parking lot and into the store. Do you know what that little girl said to me? I don't know what he fixes, but mine is broken. What if it was your 11-year-old son who said that about a young woman who walked into the store? I thought we were teaching boys not to objectify girls. Or does that only apply to boys? What are you doing? Laying in bed. Just laying in bed? Nothing else. I'm eating cereal. Nice, what would you do if I was in bed next to you? Eat my cereal. I mean if the cereal wasn't there. Then I'd get out of bed and go get cereal. Shit ducking YouTuber, you just think you are ducking cool. I'm going to turn up at your house and burn it down. I'm going to find you. Auto reply. We have detected the transmission of a potential threat towards someone's life, damage towards someone's property. Code 46374A. Your device's IP address has been forwarded to the police department pending for an investigation. If you think this is a mistake, reply stop. 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 Ha 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 ha. Good team. I don't speak Nintendo. I don't speak McDonald. Is atheism even rational? Life looks designed, but it's not. DNA looks like it contains information, but it's not information. Objective morality looks like it exists, but it doesn't. The Earth looks finely tuned for life, but it isn't. Everything that begins to exist has a cause, except for the universe. It seems we have ultimate purpose, but we don't. It seems like we have free will, but we really don't. Christianity started science, but Christianity is dumb. Sorry, I don't have enough faith to be an atheist. The Earth looks flat, but it isn't. The sun looks like it moves across the sky during the day, but it doesn't. Time seems universal, but it isn't. Plagues seem to be caused by an angry God, but they aren't. Lots of phenomena seemed like it was God did it, but it wasn't. If you could choose 1 year without gaming or 1 year without Shreks, do I look like I have Shreks? If you play video games more than 2 to 3 hours a week, you're wasting your life. Oh yeah, it helps you relax. Congratulations, you're on the same spiritual level as a functional alcoholic. You've been on Twitter since October 2020 and have 20,700 tweets, which means you're averaging 40 tweets per day. Larry Tesler, inventor of the cut, copy, and paste commands, dies at 74. Larry Tesla, inventor of the cut, copy and paste commands, dies at 74. Larry Tesla, inventor of the cut, copy and paste commands, dies at 74. Hello, Isabel. I have this friend Dave who's running on a pretty dry streak and is in desperate need of a blowjob. Think you could help him out? He's not even ugly. If you were a true friend to Dave, you'd give him one yourself. The food was terrible. I ordered a chicken dish and got small pieces of battered dry chicken mixed in with battered prawns. Totally ruined this dish. Good job I'm not allergic to prawns. I won't be ordering from them again. Hi Laura, will you please open your eyes and read the descriptions? You ordered the special sweet and sour which contains king prawns. You got what you ordered, so how is this our fault? The food was fresh and perfectly cooked. We are good, but mind reading the stupid is not one of our skills. Shreks was created by God for marriage between a husband and wife, not for a boyfriend and girlfriend that are dating. Show me Adam and Eve's marriage certificate. Ever wonder why the US isn't mentioned in the Bible during end times? I think it's because the US is becoming the new Sodom and Gomorrah, and I believe God will destroy this country too one day. Ever wondered why the US isn't mentioned in the Bible? This person is an American. Ever wonder why Uranus isn't mentioned in the Bible during end times? I think it's because Uranus is becoming the new Sodom and Gomorrah, and I believe God will destroy Uranus too one day. I just thought I'd let you know won't be signing on for another year. I know I told you I was going to, but due to the pandemic, my situation has changed. Don't you think you could have told me sooner? This has really thrown a spanner in the works for my winter now. What am I supposed to do for the loss of income? Have you considered getting a job? Are you Asian? Because I'm China to get into your Japanties. Are you from Europe? Cause you're a piece of shit. On our way to steal your girl. Are you planning on eating her? Better than you can mate. Killing any dog that belongs to someone else is basically equivalent to killing their child. If you take pleasure in killing pets, you deserve to die. On the other hand, that steak I had last night was pretty good, but cows are generally emotionless animals. That's no way to talk about your mother. Bloody hell. If someone actually read the Bible, they would know how to spell Satan. Most extremist Christians treat the Bible like Google's terms and conditions. They don't read it. They just scroll to the end and go agree. I could flirt with you and be 0% interested. Didn't know wasting your own time was a flex. People that walk around with a bottle of water always feel like they've made it in life. This is evidence that even if all you do is drink water and mind your business, people will still talk. The first step to reducing your emissions is to know where you stand. Find out your carbon footprint with our new calculator and share your pledge today. I pledge not to spill 4.9 million barrels of oil into the Gulf of Mexico. There's no autumn. One of them had to take the fall. I wonder how atheists moan during Shreks. They'd be like, oh, evolution. Atheists are the only ones allowed to yell, oh God, during Shreks because religious people shouldn't use the Lord's name in vain. You're late. Prove it. Ordinary people. Creative people. What kind of ducking loser looks into an oven and smiles? I don't know who told you all 9 inches was a big dick. Cause it's not. We got Miss Deep Dish Pussy over here. First female to reply with their Cash App, I'm blessing him. Father God, I ask that you bless this young lady's Cash App and wrap your arms around this woman's Cash App and grant it serenity, peace, and glory. Father God, I ask that you shine your light and heavenly eyes on her Cash App. Amen. Women's jumper. Hiya, is this still available? It is, but you spelt available wrong. You spelt it as available. Misspellings are my pet peeve, sorry. Right, okay? Not sure why that's an issue. Anyway, can I collect today? You're making an issue out of nothing. I'm not selling this to you now. Go back to school and learn spelling. Is your man really your man if he doesn't gas you like this? Is your man really your man if you have to hide his name? I challenged Dr. Fauci to a debate 44 days ago and still haven't heard a thing from him. I challenged Serena Williams to a tennis match 44 days ago and still haven't heard a thing from her. Weirdo. Why'd you like my pic from 2017? I'm not weird. You just haven't looked good in a while. Mother duckers wear $60 boxes to hold up $3 worth of dick. Girls wear Victoria's Secret underwears for a pussy that's not even a secret. Martyrdom. Drop a live grenade when killed. PSA. Men don't get to decide what's Shrexist. That's Shrexist. Money aside, what do you need right now? The money you just put aside. Where you from? My mother's vagina. Oh, for real. I was just there. Beautiful this time of year. To the individual who stole the bike previously here. If you have a shred of decency, you will return it with a new lock and reevaluate your life choices. Hey bozo, it's illegal to lock your bike to a handicap pole. Check with the city for your bike. They probably removed it so it would not block a wheelchair-accessible van. Japan University offers Ninja Studies degree. I didn't see you in class yesterday. Thanks, sir. Scared by that new report on climate change? Here's what you can do to help. Eat less meat, about 30%. Swap your car or plane ride for a bus or train. Use a smart thermostat in your home. Reminder that 100 corporations are responsible for 71% of global greenhouse gas emissions, and presenting the crisis as a moral failing on the part of individuals without noting this fact is journalistic malpractice. Yeah? Must have enjoyed it to screenshot it. I didn't screenshot your dick. I screenshot our convo because I have a Facebook group that loves this dumb shit. No one wants to see your veiny naked mole rat ever, let alone first thing in the morning. Get the duck out of my DMs, boy, with your dumb shit. I'm a grown-ass woman and I need someone with way more respect than you. You clearly have no inkling as to how to get a woman, and so you have to send what you believe to be the best part about you. Nothing about your or you peen is any sort of appealing. Yeah, sure, like you were never 16 before. Yeah, 'cause I'm 14. You'd look cute covered in cum. That's a strong hypothesis, but a really poor way to get yourself into the research phase. Male privilege is wearing the same outfit multiple times to events, while girls can't wear the same dress twice, no matter how cute it is. There isn't a single straight man on earth that cares if you wear the same cute dress twice. The negative comments will come from other women. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot blames election loss on racism and gender. I'm a black woman in America. How did she get elected then in the first place? 'Cause I know she didn't just become a black woman last year. Ladies, if you're dating an adult male who still plays video games, it's time to reevaluate that relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, if a grown-ass adult is actually sitting there shaming and criticizing another adult for interests and passions and how they like to spend free time, it's time to reevaluate the actual intelligence and maturity level of that person and who hurt them. You don't think universal healthcare qualifies as a charity handout? It's people financing other people's problems. Hey Trent, if your house catches on fire, I don't want my taxes to go towards financing your problems with my charitable handouts. Be a ducking man and call around to get some quotes on quality firefighting services, you lazy shit. I'm on the bus and this guy is so fine, but he has an iPhone 6. And you're on a bus. Girls have told me I'm less of a man for having a pet cat. Multiple girls have told me cats are gay. Men don't like cats. Cats are for girls. You're a bitch if you have a cat. I'm going to get rid of your cat. How would you respond? Turns out that my 2 cats are a huge part of what attracted my current girlfriend of over 2 years, who also has 2 cats. We live together with all 4 cats. Everything in our house is decorated with cats. We want more cats, but we know that 4 is a lot. Tell them they are less of a woman for being a dick. The solution to world hunger is eating. Just found your address. Get wrecked ducking dumbass racist piece of crap making fun of starving kids. Are you threatening me with my own address info? Yeah, bitch, I know where I live. I will bring my own stairs next time. Bring your own plane next time too? I hate to be a stickler, but why is Jesus wearing a cross? When in fact, later the cross was actually wearing him. Foreshadowing, it's a very important literary device in fiction writing. It's just as easy to be racist towards British people, and yet no one cares LMO. Saying it's Tuesday in it is not nearly on the same level as Indians are rapists who live in their own shit. The guy who scored for Algeria is called Islam Slimani. I don't understand why parents have to push their religion onto their children like that. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Christian. Why did you capitalize my name like that? Oh my God. You'd struggle to pour water out of a boot with the instructions on the heel. Ready for a world in which a $50 DNA test can predict your odds of earning a PhD or forecast which toddler gets into a selective preschool? You can do this already with a zip code. Does it look cool? Yes. Will their wrist shatter the moment they fire? Absolutely. Beanbag-shaped mayonnaise-filled men trying to explain to a gold medal-winning female athlete how her sport should be done. Classic. Hello, my name is Catherine. I'd like to adopt a purebred cat from your shelter. Preferably British Shorthair. I don't like mixed breeds for aesthetic reasons. Do you have one? Yes, we have one British Shorthair. But he wants to live with only British people. He doesn't like mixed breeds for aesthetic reasons. What? Provide us with your ancestry documents to proceed with the adoption. Who's stopping me? The ankle monitor. You will never change what you tolerate. Research flat Earth. No curve here. Can we agree on that? I love flat earthers because they remind me that even though I'm a failure, there are always people even more disappointing than me. If Jesus was real, they wouldn't call it the crucifixion. They would call it crucifact. Vatican City wants to know your location. Why? I'm not a minor. What are the key traits of mediocre people at work? They spend too much time on Twitter asking opinions. I'm toxic as duck. I'll ruin your life, then play victim. What is my sign? I think that's a sign of mental illness. What are the key traits of mediocre people at work? They ask the same stupid question every year. What are top traits of mediocre team members at a startup? Why are people on social media always so mad? Life is good, you all. Get out there and experience it. Bitch, we broke. When I was like 16, I tried to prank my mum on April Fools by telling her I was pregnant, and she said you have to have Shreks to get pregnant Emma. Hey, your online reply me. Send me pussy pic. What the duck, that's me. The day my husband asks me to pay halves on rent is the day I pack my bags. And go where? You can't even afford half the rent. What's up, virgin? Not anymore. Just ask your sister. I don't even have a sister. Dumb duck. Just wait 9 months. Teenage Mutant Ninja Pixels. Where's the rat? Turn your screen off. And the size of our brains is limited by the size of our mum's birth canal. That's why you're so smart. Call me ranch cause I be dressing. Go back inside, it's nacho day. Katie Britt. Here in Alabama, crimes are very difficult to solve. Maybe it's because there are no dental records and the DNA all match. Lead from gasoline blunted the IQ of about half the US population, study says. Also, neat fact, it absorbs into your bones and re-releases later in life, which means anyone who lived during that time period and is in their 60s or older could be experiencing those same symptoms. Any ways to test for this? Their Facebook feed. Deodorants were created to solve a fake problem and thrive thanks to the patriarchy. All natural deodorants are a scam, but honestly, antiperspirants are a scam too. Come to an anime convention and you will delete this. Oh, this sucks. I can't jack off to this. I'm just saying, but there was more effort put into the male character's arms than her butt. So stop being a pussy and jack off to the male character's arms, gay boy. After 2 months of talking, I told this guy yesterday that I wasn't ready for a relationship, and he responded, "It's been great, hope you have a good one," and then he blocked me. No effort, no pressure applied. I'm devastated. You're devastated because he respected your decision. 3 fingers turn white and numb when cold. As a BMW driver, you can exercise your hands more by actually using the turn signal sometimes. Psychology says, the less you care, the happier you will be. Transfer me money for nudes. I could throw a stone down my street and hit 46 twinks that look exactly like you. Sorry, my ball must have rolled into your messages. Kicked it back. You're welcome. I think you just gave me a concussion. I'm gonna need your contact info for insurance purposes. If you can't afford flying first class with a girl, then don't go on holiday with her. Flying economy with your girl is gay. We both know once she passes next to the first class aisle, she's going to be eyeballing any male she finds there wishing she was with him. Get back to work. So you're saying you gotta pay way more money than I do to keep a woman interested in you. Your time is wasted managing a social media account. Buddy, it's Saturday night, and you're talking to a marshmallow sandwich on the internet. It's unattractive to me when a man has never been to jail before. You're not even a man yet. This why you all be getting beat up. Satanists don't believe in a literal Satan. Then what do you call people who believe in a literal Satan? Christians. I hereby challenge Vladimir Putin to single combat. Stakes are Ukraine. I hereby challenge Elon Musk to single combat. Stakes are the Cybertruck that I ordered 2 years ago. It's a bit cold outside this morning in Middle America. Aren't you glad you aren't heating your home with a solar panel like nitwit socialist at OC is demanding? Do solar panels work in the cold? Yes. Solar panels work by absorbing light from the sun, not heat. In fact, the chemical reactions that occur with the solar panels are more efficient at cooler temperatures. Also, white snow can act like a mirror to reflect more light onto them. Damn, the benches were ducking up the budget that much. That's crazy. Hi, Jeremy. Benches were removed from stations to prevent the homeless from sleeping on them. We have inconvenienced you and made the station more inaccessible to the pregnant, disabled, and elderly, but you must understand that lets us inflict further misery on people without homes. Instead of paying $200 a month on cable, buy a plane ticket, go see what you're watching. What plane goes to Bikini Bottom? Malaysia Flight 370, if I remember correctly. What's the worst career advice you've ever received? Monica Lewinsky. An internship at the White House will be amazing on your resume. Single white van seeks single yellow sponge for dirty weekend fun. Duck it up, Barbara. She tried her best to help, and I get the feeling you were probably a bitch about it. I hope they don't fire this young lady because you're impatient and expect perfection from a fast food restaurant. I can't imagine how you act in a nice restaurant. Barbara, do your teeth fall out when you're eating? Lashana, I would say ask your man, but I just went through your photos and it looks like he left your ass after he knocked you up. Barbara. I hate the word nut. Cum is a nicer word. Oh, look at the squirrel storing cum for winter. I regret this. I can come 8 times and not get tired. Men come 2 to 3 times and they got to reboot like 1995 Windows computer. You all need 9 months to push out a baby. I need only 9 seconds. Does your mum know you're gay? No, but your dad does. Martyrdom. Drop a live grenade when killed. Why is baked pronounced baked but naked isn't pronounced naked? Because as someone said, English is not a language. It's 3 languages wearing a trench coat pretending to be one. Pretty bold of you to say that since you got named after the sound a plunger makes. Fellas, if a girl offered to take you on a trip with her and pay for it all, would you say yes or no? Yes, but she better not be expecting Shreks. Capitalism is better than sunshine, asked Cuba. I can't. I went bankrupt from an ankle injury hospital bill and all the affordable healthcare was away in Cuba. We should just pin all the debt in the world to one guy and then kill him. I think you just invented Christianity. Yeah, Vlad, carry us. Yeah, don't worry, I'm a garbage collector in real life, so I'm used to carrying trash like you guys. No English word has double O except good prove me wrong? Book. Try reading one. Sure, we'd support this cauliflower and kale burger from KFC. This is literally that one burger from SpongeBob that almost killed the health inspector. Making a plant illegal is like saying God was wrong. Making a plant illegal was one of the first things God ever did. I just finished 2 papers and a PowerPoint presentation in one sitting, please clap. That's very impressive. What's the topic of your presentation? Corporate humanization and why pretending to be friendly and relatable on social media is a transparent marketing tactic. This racist Target employee called the police on us for dancing in Target, so we danced anyway. There is no evidence that the employee is racist. Target has a policy that shopping should be distraction-free. From the video, it would appear that the group is filming and dancing, soliciting attention, which is against target policy. When a guy tells me he owns a gun, I'm like, oh, what's wrong with your dick? Last time I tried to use my dick on a home intruder, I got in way more trouble. The cops were pretty upset. The intruder needed counseling, and I'm on a list. Just use a gun. No clue what you're talking about. I try to stay away from retarded shit. Bro, you about to have an out-of-body experience then. It's called the Church of Satan, where they perform ritual human sacrifice and eat human flesh. Please don't confuse us with the Catholics. I don't approve of tattoos. Mainly it is written in the Christian Bible not to mark your body. I love you, Dwayne, but this is the only thing I do not approve of. It is your choice, of course. Lovin' the Rock. It also says not to pierce your ears or get a divorce, but one click on your profile shows you obviously pick and choose which parts of the Bible fit your agenda. Does your boss know you joke about design industry on Twitter? Yeah, he does. If you'd like to contact him, however, please feel free. Hey, my name is from the recruitment agency media. I was wondering if you knew about your employer Tommy Mason and his Twitter material. I am my own boss, you wet wipe. Tommy. Salt is no more than a flavor enhancer. You can easily get used to cooking without salt. I haven't used salt in any of my cooking for the past 3 years now. And if you don't have Netflix, you can get used to staring at a blank piece of paper instead. Doesn't mean it's as good though. God is like oxygen. You can't see him, but you can't live without him. You can't see oxygen. Here is oxygen at minus 218.8 degrees Celsius. Now show me God's photo. You all think being cute easy. Lashes be $110. Wigs be $600. Nails $105. Installs be over $100. Natural hair plus a gym membership could be cheaper. Don't you think you went a little too far with the Catholic Church jokes? Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? How do you tell your girlfriend she has a mustache? My son 14 and daughter 12 were arguing and my son said, "Well, you're just upset 'cause you've got a mustache." My daughter replied, "You're just upset because it's better than yours." The useless crypto rely on speculation only. It's a mere gambling, not currency, not worthy of having. Gold, silver, and US dollars are traded globally. That's speculative too, isn't it? Gold is something you can see, wear, touch. Unlike crypto, that is illusion, worthless, unproductive, and fraudulent. Pretty ironic that a pastor is requiring tangible proof of something's existence. There should only be 2 bathroom types. One specifically for me, and another for everyone else. There is? It's called a diaper. What's stopping you from doing this with your partner? Common sense. How much do you charge to suck dick? $20. It's $10 per inch. So for you, yes. Disabled parking should only be valid during business hours 9 to 5 Monday, Friday. I cannot see any reason why people with genuine disabilities would be out beyond these times. We're disabled, Daniel, we're not werewolves. Duck your 12 years of med school. I birthed this child and haven't left their side since. I'm their primary source of nutrition. I watch them breathe at night and can tell by a cry what they need. So yes, I do know my baby better than you, Doc. Get the duck out of here. I'm the only person who has driven my car for the past 12 years, but I still call a mechanic if it breaks down. I was in Dollar General earlier today with no mask. It was great. People looked like they were going to shit themselves. Says a lot about your face. I don't know a woman alive that doesn't appreciate a fit guy in a pair of grey sweatpants. I'm a woman who is alive and isn't ever attracted to men in any context. Well, I don't know you, so my point stands. If you are white, you can't speak Spanish. Are you familiar with the entire country of Spain? You know I've always found you immensely physically attractive. But with your disability, it's like you're only half a man to me. I don't know, it sounds rude. You weigh almost 250 pounds. It's like you're actually 2.5 women to me. I don't know, it sounds rude. You are the biggest ducking asshole I have ever.